Okay, I'm probably not going to upload this today as today is Super Bowl Sunday. And, well, to put it plain and simple, who's going to watch this on Super Bowl Sunday? But both this Rivalry number 4 and both Rivalry number 5 that I'll do after this was both requested by Richard Powell 2011. So thank you, Richard Powell. Just like Richard Powell, you could inbox me a Rivalry you would like me to cover, and I'll do it. Only way to put it, I'll do it. So the Rivalry number 4, the Raging Ring Boner, Randy Orton versus God, Triple H. Let's get this baby on the road. So the first major encounter these two really had was Evolution when it was formed. The way Orton was brought in, first he was injured as his little baby face. He did these little TV segments where he was slowly turning into a heel, talking about how he was going to be great in the future. And pretty much Orton helping Triple H and Flair in a match where he was masked. He undid the mask, and there you go, Randy Orton forming Evolution before Batista joined. You get a lot of involvement of Orton helping Triple H, constantly win. For whatever reason, Orton was in the SummerSlam 2003 Elimination Chamber where Triple H defended his belt and Triple H retained. Didn't really do much, but it's just nice to point out he was in there. You continue on, you get to either Unforgiven he beat Shawn Michaels. Armageddon, he won the Intercontinental Championship from RVD. So that's pretty nice for Orton, as it was helping him along the way. But now I'm going to stop at the major point where it helped him. You could say, oh, this isn't even Orton versus Triple H, but it's very important because it got him right for Triple H. Orton feuded with Mick Foley. Had a handicap match with Rock and Sock Connection versus Evolution at WrestleMania. And, of course, that very memorable match, in my opinion, that anyone should check out just to see Orton had balls back then. Backlash 2004, Randy Orton versus Mick Foley in that sick hardcore match where he's about to do a hardcore match and pushes him onto the nails. ECW guys, it's no problem, but God, Orton, he used to be able to take bumps, people. Don't underestimate Orton. I'd like to see John Cena get fucking nailed on. Just saying. So, good match. You continue on. Edge beats him for the Intercontinental Championship, which leads up to Orton winning a 20-man battle royal, become the number one contender on Raw. And then you get this next year, SummerSlam 2004, where Randy Orton would beat Chris Benoit for the World Heavyweight Championship. Right decision, probably not, but it's history, and you can't deny history like WWE likes to do with anything involving Chris Benoit. So, the night after, you get Raw, where Randy Orton retained his belt against Chris Benoit again, and then that was the memorable where Orton's on top of Batista, yay! And then Triple H is like, they drop him, Triple H then had this segment, I believe it was the week or the week after, where he was like, Orton, give me the belt. Orton went like this, spin the face, belt to the face. So that set up their feud. Of course, just the next fucking month after SummerSlam, Unforgiven, Triple H would beat Randy Orton for the world title, burying any momentum he had, so fuck you, Triple H. You also got an encounter at Survivor Series 2004, where Team Orton, which I believe was, don't hold me to this, but Randy Orton, Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, and Maven versus Team Triple H, which was Triple H, Snitsky, Edge, and why not Batista, I think. I'm sure I got most of those right. Don't hold me to it completely, though. So you had that Team Triple H versus Team Orton match. I believe Team Orton was actually victorious, which led up to New Year's Eve, New Year's Revolution, whatever that was called, and the Elimination Chamber match where Orton did not win, but Triple H retained, which was probably the right decision at the time, leading to WrestleMania, which I'll get to. You got the last match between these two, the Royal Rumble, Triple H versus Randy Orton. Very grueling, hardcore match, and I thought it was actually a pretty good match. Not the best in the world, but when you throw Triple H and Orton in the ring, yeah, this is the best match they ever had. Just saying. So, Triple H retains at the Royal Rumble. He continues on being the good heel. You get the WrestleMania. Batista beats Triple H. But let's not talk about all this. Let's fast forward all the way to about late 2006, 2007. Edge was having a pretty good run as WWE Champion, but DX, the reformed DX I mentioned, they pretty much decided, hey, let's do this again, and they cost Edge the belt. He had that freaking cutting edge segment where Randy Orton and Edge were talking, and they said, Triple H, Randy, you remember when you had that good run in 2004 and Triple H slipped the rug out from under you? You remember that, buddy? They did the same to me. How about me and you team up and kick their asses? And that's exactly what they did. Triple H broke his knee from the Double R Spinebuster. Or Double A. God, I can't believe I just said that. Fuck TNA. Anyways, but yeah, you had Rated RKO versus DX for a while. They had a Team DX versus Team Rated RKO Survivor Series. This led up all the way to the New Year's Revolution match, which was over the tag team belts, I believe, where Rated RKO beat... Well, did the match even end? Well, either way, Rated RKO retained the belts. I don't know if they stopped the match, I don't remember, but I just remember Triple H got injured in the match. And, yeah, Rated RKO retains, and that kind of capped off the Rated RKO versus DX feud. You know, you continue on, you get this feud, crappy feud I mentioned, with... Actually, I did a Rivalry segment on this. If you want to go check that out on my channel, go ahead. But, yeah, you got this crappy segment. I also got it in my playlist. But anyways... You got this crappy segment, you know, Cena versus Orton having a feud. This leads up all the way to No Mercy. Cena's got a legit injury, so he's out, which leads to Vince McMahon awarding Randy Orton with the WWE Championship, and his first match in No Mercy was Triple H, where Triple H actually won the belt from him. This capped off the main event, which was Triple H versus Randy Orton in the last man standing match, and Randy Orton actually won. So Randy Orton won the belt twice in that match. Talk about meaningless talent reigns. Here you go. This led in, you know, there was a couple matches. I'm trying to think of some of the stuff that happened. Like, not a whole lot really happened. You know, you had Orton was the champion the whole time, really. I think they had a match at whatever the December pay-per-view was. If I remember right, probably not. He beat Jeff Hardy at the Royal Rumble. This is also where Cena returned and eliminated Triple H last in the 2008 Royal Rumble, which I don't care. This leads into the WrestleMania match that I also mentioned, my other Rivalry Series match between Cena and Orton. John Cena versus Randy Orton versus Triple H in an abortion of a crappy match for WrestleMania material. Orton retains. You had, I believe, at Judgment Day, I want to say, Triple H beat Orton for the belt. Don't hold me to Judgment Day, but Triple H beat Orton for the belt. They had a rematch at One Night Stand, and I want to say it was probably Last Man Standing. I don't remember exactly. The only memorable thing you need to know about this was Orton was about to RKO Triple H. He carries him and pushes him over the top rope, leading to Orton being injured. You know, Orton's injured for a while. He's doing the whole legacy theme, Orton's legacy. You get to the 2009 Royal Rumble, where Orton actually eliminates Triple H, and legacy prevails. Well, Orton prevails, actually. Triple H wins the World Heavyweight... No, the WWE Championship, mind you, in an Elimination Chamber. It leads to Triple H versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania 25. Oh boy. All you need to know? The game prevails against the raging ring boner of death. This leads to Backlash. You get Legacy versus Triple H, Batista, and Shane. Randy Orton wins the WWE title here in a 6-man tag match, which was stupid, I mind you. Very stupid. I don't even know what Batista was in this match. But all you need to know is that Orton beat Triple H in this match to win the WWE Championship. Caps off the feud. Never really touched since. Overall, I'm going to split this into two. Their whole 2003 to about beginning of 2005 feud. I gotta give that about a B. Solid B. The feud after, oh my god, I gotta give it a C-, just because there was no really capital point for Orton. And even when he did win the belt, it was in a 6-man tag. So you split that into two. The first one was B. Maybe that's a little harsh grade, maybe it's not. Whatever. And the second part, where Rated RKO was okay, but when you get to No Mercy and you got Orton vs. Triple H all the way to Backlash next year in WrestleMania and you include all that, it's a C- at best. That's even a little harsh. C- or D+, because I didn't enjoy that at all. That was almost as bad as Cena versus Orton. God. So if you want to go look up all that in your own history, if you want to watch some of those matches, if you're going to watch any of those matches, I probably would say Orton versus Triple H at the Royal Rumble 2004 is what I would suggest to you. So you can subscribe up above. You can like this. You can comment what you think on the Orton versus Triple H feud, whether it be before or after, whenever. And peace. We'll talk to y'all later.